Hello and good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another reading for you, Capricorn, after the full moon, the super moon that we had a few days back, where I did a reading for the sign of Taurus. And now it's your turn, Capricorn, and let's see what the energies are talking about. I'm in the process, as you can see, of laying out the base card. This is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And this particular deck is supposed to be read upright, okay? But then we'll have the clarifiers as well on top of this to know what universal energies is asking you to do, Capricorn. Now, again, like I say, it's a reminder. Every time I do a reading, I like to give a reminder to people because it's important to understand that not every Capricorn in this world will be in this reading. But if it is your story, your understanding, your energy, you can relate with that, then good for you. There is a waiting game. Okay, something is happening in your life, Capricorn. Some changes that will happen or is already manifesting, but we'll see what's going on. But you have to wait for it. This is a divine timing for you, okay? Please talk to me about this card here. It's going to be a divine timing, a game that you have to understand in yourself. And whatever major arcanas we see here, upright or in the reversed order, please understand that this is a message that they want you to know and understand when it comes to your part of the story for yourself, Capricorn, okay? Hold on, guys. And if I need more clarifications, I will definitely have it done for you for more answers that we seek in regards to our questions that we might have as we progressively move into the reading. I'm going to channel the energy only when I get my cards out. So if you want to fast forward this portion of the video, please do so, because it's important for you to understand that these cards are not just going to come out if there is no message. So it does take a little bit of a time that we have to give to ourselves and have patience for the messages to come rolling out for you, Capricorn, okay? Now, this Psychic Tarot does have a lot of cards that talks about chakras, okay? When you see a card that indicates a particular chakra, please know that there is a message which is talking about some kind of chakra clearance on that situation that is required as well for you, Capricorn, okay? Now, when I say chakra clearance, it is not something that you can just do. Like you cannot just sit and say, oh, I want to clear my chakras. No, that's not the way it works. Chakra clearance is a lot of healing, a lot of time, a lot of meditation, a lot of solitude, giving yourself enough time to understand what is it that is blocking you, or where do you have to put the focus in. Like I always said, even before as well, there are a lot of YouTube videos with regards to chakra clearance in the videos that people do. So if you are interested to learn a little bit more about that story, you can definitely go into those videos and see for yourself if there is anything that you can do in order to clear yourself. Because healing is something that comes with your understanding, right? And your understanding is just not your heart. Your understanding is your mind, your body, your emotions, everything that your energy, basically, right? That creates that energetic vibration in yourself, and that can happen only when you have done some work of clearing your own mind, your soul, your body, and of course that includes your mental part of the story as well. Okay, so if there is a card which you will see in a short while that talks about chakra in particular, any of the 7 chakras we have, right? And they are specifically asking you to target and focus your attention on that particular chakra. It's because that particular chakra in your life is not working in the way it should be working, right? So you have to focus, understand what that chakra clearance is all about. And like I said, seek help if you have to. There are a lot of videos, a lot of nice videos that you have on YouTube and from good people. So yeah, so you want that story and you can have a look into that situation for yourself. Okay, I'm just going to lay out the first few cards, and like I said, if we need more clarifications, we will definitely go towards it. Okay, Capricorn, here you guys are, okay, on my table at this point. Now, another thing I wanted to clear with everybody here is that if you see a card that talks about tower, people get scared. Don't get scared, because tower is a way of universe crumbling situations in your life so that you understand your life learning lessons, right? Now that crumble, like I said, could be a voluntary crumble or it can be an involuntary crumble. So which means that either you are taking the decision to say that you do not want it because you have epiphany, you know what you want because you have gone through some learning lessons, or if you are not taking action on that particular situation, then universe will take action, right? That's what I always say when you see the tower in your reading. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to clear with you guys. Okay, let's get into the reading, guys, and let's see what your story looks like in this portion of time. The first card out is Solitude. Like I said, it's a good card. It's a card that brings about a lot of understanding in yourself, um, when you are giving yourself plenty of time to focus, to do your work, to understand what is good for you, what is not good for you, what your life path should be like at this point. So you could be going through that energy for yourself, Capricorn, when you want time for yourself or you want to give time to yourself. And this card of solitude, learnings, it also could be that you want to reevaluate your lessons in life. You want to think clearly now what you're going to do, how you want to do things, what are the good and the bad in that story for you to understand by yourself. By yourself. Very important, right? So with solitude, look, you have the double major arcana. So there is a lot of block with regards to limitations in your life, toxicity. You have to take a break from that, Capricorn. There could be toxic people out there. There could be a toxic relationship you have at this point. Or you by yourself could be attached with a lot of restrictions and a lot of limitations in your life at this point in time, which is talking about another major arcana, the strength in the reverse. These are learning lessons for yourself where you are not being able to fight that toxicity. It's in the reverse, right? You could be angry about certain things in your life. You're not happy about certain situations in your life, but yet you do not have the personal power to override this toxic situation. This toxic situation could be a part where you're held captive, right? That could be in relationship with a job, in relationship with a home, in relationship with a relationship. It can be anything. But there is something that you're not being able to fight because you don't have the courage to override that situation. So you need time in yourself, Capricorn, to think about this situation, because the Prince of Pentacles in the reverse says that you are not putting in that effort, that you need to put in that effort. So the effort has to come from you, you see. The effort has to be in solitude. The effort has to be revising your lessons in life to understand what it is that is restricting you from doing things or moving towards things that you want, things that you want in your life, right? So there is a lack of courage where you're not putting in any effort, Capricorn, to overtake or override that situation because you're not aspiring for a change. You see? You're okay with whatever is going on in your life at this point. You're okay to stick by and be restricted from doing things or, or attachment with wrong situations, wrong people, wrong toxic atmosphere, anything. But you seem to be perfectly, not perfectly, because you don't have the courage and you're not aspiring to bring back your courage to overcome that situation. So you're not aspiring for a change at this point in time. So that's where you need time. You need time, Capricorn, for yourself to understand this situation by yourself. Okay. Now the next card out over here talks about deception and envy. Yeah, you see? Deception and envy. So there is some situation in your life that you are aware of, that you're not changing things or you don't want things to change. You're okay with that. You're kind of okay with that situation. That's a deception. You're deceiving yourself, right? And that can also be because you're envious of some situation and you're not putting in any effort. You're okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, there can be various reasons, but deception is primarily deceiving yourself and telling yourself that it's okay to be stuck like that. It's okay to do things in that situation. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, basically. So deception and envy. So that's when you're not aspiring a change in that situation. You seem to be okay. You know things are not in the rightful place, but you don't have the courage to overcome that situation. Why? because you're deceiving yourself. To the Hangman, right? So this is where you're not taking any action, you see? You're not taking any action because you are kind of saying to yourself, maybe I don't like the job, I'm not feeling great, but I'm getting some money out of that situation, so I'm okay with it, you know? Although I'm not happy with the work situation, or possibly I'm not happy in a relationship, but I'm getting something in the sense that I'm getting some kind of activity there, or some kind of understanding in yourself that's telling you that it's okay. I mean, it's not completely good, but it's not that bad either. So let it go the way it's going, right? Let it go, let it go, let it go the way it's going. Please talk to me about the Hangman. So you're not taking any action. You have paused taking action. Yeah, the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Why? Because again, this is a situation. Look here. Right? We talked about deception and envy, and you have not taken any action over that situation, or you're not doing anything. Because the Eight of Swords, Spirit says you have to open up your mind. You have to think things from a different perspective. If you get stuck in that situation, you will not be able to move. And that's where the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is calling about the deception and envy, that if you do not think things from a different perspective, all you will be doing is deceiving yourself. The message repeats. Right? All you will be doing is deceiving yourself if you do not allow your mind to open up, or you do not release your own toxic mindset. That means what? That means you're deceiving yourself more than you're deceiving others. So you need to clear your thoughts on this situation. It's very important. That solitude is because they are telling you that you need to clear your thoughts to the star, right? Which is where you need to keep your hope, faith, and purpose alive. That whatever is happening or whatever has crumbled, it's okay. I can recover from that situation. Or if things crumble, it's okay. I can recover from that situation, but I have to clear my thoughts. Because if I'm scared and I'm not aspiring for a change, and yet I'm not feeling happy about that situation, it means what? It means that I'm deceiving myself. And in this part of that solitude, you have to give yourself time to think, what is that lesson that you are learning from this situation, and what is that you need to rework on in your life, Capricorn, right? So this is where it's saying, if you clear your thoughts, there could be a lot of epiphany. There could be a lot of raw energy, because the Tower is something that happens after which the star comes. But you should be prepared that if things do not go according to your understanding, or your own situation is not working for you, you will still be able to recover from that situation. Because of what? Because you have your hope, faith, and purpose intact. The Ten of Swords. This is a situation which is causing you a lot of mental problems. That hope and faith is important in yourself. Otherwise, you will not be able to feel good about your own situation. Or because this is a mental energy, this is the end of that mental. You're going through a lot of painful mental struggle in yourself. You see, Capricorn? That's what I said, that you have to keep your hope and faith and purpose alive. That whatever, because the moment you clear yourself or clear your thoughts out of that deception, you will see the truth. And once you see the truth, a lot of things will automatically crumble. But you should have that hope and faith and purpose that whatever happens, I will be able to recover from that situation. I should have that confidence in the divine, right? Because of what? Because the Ten of Swords, because there could be a lot of painful ending that you are probably aware of. That if this happens, if you clear your thoughts, you might say a lot of things to somebody in your life that will have a very, very painful ending to that whole story. And that is something that is there in your mind. You know about it, that that's going to happen. But you also know that if that happens, you should be able to recover from that situation. But the Two of Swords in the reverse says that you haven't taken, or you're not thinking much about it, or you don't want to think about it. You see? You're not giving, you're not putting that effort in it. So you're again sitting in that energy where Spirit is saying, clear yourself, clear your thought. Don't deceive yourself. Do not deceive yourself, because if you keep deceiving yourself, you will not be able to move forward or heal from a situation that you need to heal from. So you have to keep your faith, purpose, and hope alive. That, like I said, like even if you understand the truth, you should be able to work with it, having your hope, faith, and purpose alive. Because the Ten of Swords, because this is something that's been troubling you. You do not like it, but the energy is the Two of Swords in the reverse says that you're not doing anything much about this situation at this point in time. You're there. You seem to be okay with that kind of a situation in your life, yet you're not putting that effort or aspiring to bring back courage in your life to change this situation for yourself, Capricorn. Okay. The next part of the story is again your own energy, the devil. You got the devil twice. That's your own energy. Restrictions, limitations, toxicity, where you know that you are limiting yourself, or you're not wanting to move forward, or what people are telling you, you're pushing it aside. Right? You're pushing it aside. The Magician in the reverse. Why? Because there is a block in your mind, in your manifestation. You do not want to manifest what others are telling you, because you have your own little illusion vision that is holding you in the grip of the devil. Right? So there is a block with your understanding. It's a major life lesson number 1. There is a major block at this point. You're not working with your mind to understand that situation for yourself. The wheel upright says this block needs to be cleared. If you want to move forward, you have to clear your own block, or else destiny will not support you. Destiny is here to support you. It's in the upright. Lesson number 10. Right? Lesson number 10 says that you have to understand what the situation is and work accordingly. But apparently you are not using your mind in the right way. Maybe some of you are not even communicating, or ignoring, or pushing away things that others may be talking to you or telling you. You're not hearing them because you do not want to hear them. Why? Because of the devil, because of the restriction, attachment, toxicity, limitations that you have manifested in your own self. right? Which is where the wheel upright says, it's been a learning lesson. You should take that as a learning lesson and use it to the best of your advantage if you want to move forward towards good luck, towards good fortune, towards good time, towards your life path, right? Where the Seven of Pentacles says that divine timing is working on the situation for you, right? Divine timing is working on the situation for you because the Seven of Pentacles is a turning point. So there is a turning point that is coming up in here for you, Capricorn. Please talk to me about the wheel. The Seven of Cups in the reverse. Okay. All right, hold on. So even if you don't want it or you want it, doesn't matter. The Seven of Pentacles is here, says that you need to have a turning point in your future course of your life because it's important. The universe is pushing you towards that situation. Why? Because the Seven of Cups in the reverse, because this is a situation where all your wishful thinking has kept you confused. You have made wrong choices in your life because you had wishful thinking where everything was very clouded, smoky, right? And that is a situation that there is a block. They are not letting you get into that wishful thinking part where you're clouded again. They do not want that. So they are removing the cloud from your life. They are removing that smoke and haze from your life so that you can make the right choice in the clear direction of your life. That's your divine timing playing with you. The Six of Swords, so that you can move. You can release your baggage. You can go to another country, another place. They are not letting you sit in that smoky atmosphere anymore, hallucinating, thinking, oh, if this happens, that happens, wish this had happened, wish that had happened. That's not going to happen. This is where the divine timing is playing with your emotions, part of the story. They are not giving you options anymore. They do not want to let you get into the phase of your life where they'll give you 5 different or 7 different options and allow you to choose. They are not letting you choose anymore. Why? Because they want you to move. The Six of Swords. Transition out of that situation to Judgment in the reverse. Why? Because you have been doing wrong things. You have not taken the right decision for yourself. So they want you to move towards a life learning lesson where there is a block to correct that situation for yourself. To the Hermit, right? Which is where there are the solitude, see? Which is where they are asking you to rework and rethink and reevaluate on your decisions in life that you had taken before, maybe. Right? The Judgment in reverse, where you have been possibly, hold on. All right, let's get into this reading, this part of the story. Okay. So like I said, the Devil and the Magician in reverse, they're not letting you manifest anything at this point. They have, and because you do not want to manifest, you are stuck in the devil energy because you're pushing things away. Because of what? Because you're not listening to your mind. Because your mind is not working with you. It's working against you. It's tricking you. Right? And this is where the wheel is. This is where the turning point with the Seven of Pentacles. That's where Spirit is saying you need to work on your future path. It's very important for you, Capricorn. Why? Why is the wheel here? The Seven of Cups in the reverse. Because you have procrastinated, maybe for some. You have delayed making your right choices in life. You have played with your wishful thinking, but you have not taken the right course of action. The Six of Swords tells you it's time to move past that situation. Why? Because Judgment in the reverse. Because you have ignored things before. You have not taken the right call. You have not done the right thing. You have made wrong judgment calls in your life. Hermit, and you know that. Hermit, you know that, right? And the wrong judgment call is with regards to the Three of Wands in the reverse. Again, lot of limitations, lot of restrictions that you could not lift, and you did not have a clear foresight. Because like I said, a clear foresight was important in your life, but you did not do the right thing because of why? Because Judgment in the reverse is saying that you took the wrong decision because you were blocking yourself from moving towards the right path. So you kept a lot of limitations and a lot of restrictions in your life, where the Ace of Wands in the reverse says that you're not thrilled about it. You're not thrilled about your own understanding, or you will not be thrilled when you realize what has happened. You will not feel good about it. Maybe you have missed opportunities in life. Maybe you could have done a lot more that you did not do. So you are definitely not going to be thrilled about that situation once you realize the implications of your learning lessons. So it's important, guys, to understand where you have gone wrong and why you did not, or you are not thrilled about anything in life that is happening to you right now. Maybe that also could be a part of the story. But you're definitely not feeling thrilled. That's it. There is no passion in the whole situation for you. You see? Again, destiny. So you have the wheel twice, you have the double twice, right? There is some kind of a new fortune, good luck, everything that is waiting for you. Now, whether you will grab it or you will not grab it, guys, that's your free will. Universe will not interfere with your free will. I have said that before, and I'm saying that again. So it's completely your free will, your understanding, and your wisdom. But destiny is very much here. The Knight of Swords. What do you want to do with this situation? Work your logical mind in the right way. Get out of all this toxic situation, because the more involved you are in the toxic situation, the less you will be able to fend for yourself, because your logical mind will be caught up in situations where you will end up spending time over nothing. But Spirit is saying, don't do that. Work your mind towards good things in life that is waiting for you to happen, right? That's destiny. So work your mind in the right way towards something good in your life. Don't get involved in this situation which is not giving you the right result. To the Four of Cups. Because otherwise you will be stuck. You will be stuck in a situation where you will lack emotional happiness. So if you do not work your mind towards a new outcome in your life, towards a new situation, towards a new growth, towards your new understanding, towards your new good fortune, good luck. If you do not take action with your mind in the right way, you will get stuck. And if you get stuck, you will only feel drained, emotionally drained. So it's important for you to work your mind towards your future. The Two of Pentacles. This is where you need to bring back a balance of your well-being. You need to juggle your mind in the right direction. You need to also juggle yourself in the physical world. Your mind and your physical world has to be in coordination for you to feel good about your own situation in life. That's your well-being. What makes you happy? What are the good decisions you have to make? It's a decision time, right? Where is that your future takes you? What makes you happy? What gives you the fulfillment? What brings money into your pocket? What brings success in your life? So your decision will be based upon you feeling good about doing the right things in life, your well-being, which is where the Ace of Cups in the reverse says that there has been a lot of drain on your emotional situation. That could be with regards to love, with regards to relationship, but there has been a lot of emotions that has leaked from your life, which you need to work on to balance it back in your life once again. And your decision is very important on this particular situation, how you work yourself. Because there has been a lot of leak that has happened with regards to your emotions. That's why Spirit is saying that if you do not take the right logical action, this is action, not thinking, action. The Knight of Sword is all about action, clearing your mind to know that what you want in your life, in your future, is important for you at this point in time. So action over your future, right? Action. Otherwise, you will, Four of Cups, like I said, otherwise you will be again, you have to override that situation of emotional apathy as well. Because you could be feeling that it's not important. What am I going to do? Maybe I have lost a lot of things which is emotionally I was connecting with. And I'm alone by myself. And I don't need people. I don't need anyone. I don't need love. I don't need any support. You could be feeling that energy. So it's an emotional apathy. So you could be getting stuck in that emotional apathy, but you need to work your mind towards your future, because this is a temporary phase. It could be a temporary phase in your life where you are feeling that there is nobody with you to emotionally give you support or make you feel better or make you feel happy. But this could be a temporary phase. Don't make it into a permanent one. That's what Spirit is saying. So this is where the Two of Pentacles, this is where you have to juggle through a lot of emotional apathy and your mind. What is better for you? How do you override that emotional apathy and work your mind towards your future is very important to you. Because of what? Because Ace of Cups in the reverse says that you have faced a lot of emotional situations that has not worked for you or has worked against you, and it's draining or it's leaking, right? It's leaking. Please talk to me about the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. The King of Swords in the reverse. This is where your mind could be broken. But here it is. The Prince of Wands. See, this is where your mind could be broken, and this is where you have to make the right decision of your life. It's important how you work your mind towards your future, because otherwise your mind could be broken, and you may be caught again in that old phase where you're not being able to work your mind in the right direction. So this is where the Prince of Wands is telling you, Capricorn, use some bold action. It's time for your bold action, passion. Don't sit with a broken mind in your life, because you have suffered, or you're still suffering, because a lot of things that you were emotionally connected with may have dissipated or may have disappointed you. So you have to make right decisions in the physical world, which is where a lot of things that you were emotionally connected with or connected with somebody is not there anymore. That could be a part of the story where your mind is broken. So this is where the Knight of Wands is saying it's time for some bold action over your own mindset, over your own situation in your life, Capricorn. Very, very, very important. Do not allow your mind to work against you. Allow your mind to work for you. That's important, right? Very important for you, Capricorn. Let's get into the next part of the reading here. Okay, so this is where here, solar plexus chakra. That's what I was talking about right in the beginning. When the chakra shows up, Spirit is telling you it's time to work on this chakra. This is where your problem has been. And what is this problem? Solar plexus chakra is connected with your confidence, your courage. Right? It's confidence and courage that is connected with your solar plexus chakra. And if you can clear that, this chakra is automatically connected with your third eye chakra, where things will become evidently very, very clear, where things otherwise you have not seen, you will suddenly see flashes of it. But before you can proceed to the third eye chakra, you have to clear yourself with the solar plexus chakra, which is where your problem is. This is where things are happening in a different way. Your confidence, your courage, your guts, very important to you. The 3 of Swords, right? Because this is why you're learning lessons, because you're not clearing that chakra. You see, this is because the chakra has not been cleared. You are learning lessons. You're going through that heart, the grief, the pain in your heart and in your mind. This is why. And if you do not clear that chakra, you will keep learning lessons. So this is a very important clue for you, Capricorn, that you need to work. So go on your YouTube videos and try to see how you can clear your solar plexus chakra. This is where your courage has not been there, where you have not aspired for a change in your life because you did not find enough courage to do that. This is the solar plexus chakra right here. Your courage, your guts, your confidence. Very important. Otherwise, this learning lesson is here and it will continue if you do not take action. Why? Because the Chariot in the reverse, because you have a block with your grit, determination, and courage. You do not want to be taking the driver's seat. You want other people driving your life path. And you could be a passenger with them. So whichever way they are taking you, you're going towards that route. You do not want to take up the challenge because there could be a lot of oppression that you're feeling with this situation here. You are definitely feeling oppressed, yet you are not the driver of your own life. You're sitting in that stalemate energy. Why? The Queen of Cups in the reverse, because emotionally you are codependent and insecure about situations in your life. That's where you have um, compromised with your own confidence, with your own courage, and with your own guts. It's a compromise that you have done for yourself. Please talk to me about the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, the High Priestess in the reverse, see? Insecurity, codependency, emotionally. That's why you have let other people take advantage of your situation and you have complied with their request. They have said, go west, you went west. Even though you're not feeling happy about it, it's a learning lesson you're learning, but you do not have the courage to say, I'm not going east, I'm going west, as an example. So you have compromised with that situation. Why? Because of emotional insecurity and codependency, which is where the High Priestess in the reverse says that you have a very, very low vibrational energy because you're not enjoying it, yet you are not taking adequate action over your solar plexus chakra. The Five of Pentacles. It's a learning lesson. Victim mentality. It's a victim mentality you're caught up in, Capricorn. And this is not, I'm seeing it. The cards are talking about it. Oh, what will happen if this happens? What will happen if I leave this relationship? Or what will happen if I leave this job? And the result is you're lacking courage to take adequate action. You're learning lessons, and yet you are caught up in that victim mentality because you are feeling emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially low about everything in life. And also you feel that others have done you wrong. Victim mentality. Others have given you problems. Others have made life bad for you. Victim mentality. Because you're not happy about anything. All right. 2, love begins. The Ace of Cups upright. So you had the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Spirit is saying there is a happy situation for you if you want it. But what's stopping you is your victim mentality. Right? But you do have it in your base card. That if you want it, you will find back that love. You will find back a relationship. You will find back a good partner. You will find back a good job. Anything, good job, business that requires a teamwork, a cooperation of 2 people coming together and making things better. Emotionally, you feeling better, making other person emotionally happy. That's the Ace of Cups. That's love begins. So you have something that if you want, you can get it. The 9 of Swords in the reverse, but you're scared about the situation, you see? Because of victim mentality, oh, others have done me wrong. I had suffered so much. I did not do anything wrong, but people came and messed up my life. This is where you're scared. You're fighting your own demons, the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Princess of Wands. So Spirit is saying, don't sit in that energy, please. Get up and take action. Communicate. Push yourself. Push yourself to talk. Push yourself to act. Take action, action, action. Passion, bring back that energy, that feisty energy where you will feel passionate about life in general. The Princess of Wands to the Seven of Wands in the reverse. You have to override the situation where you had not stood up for your own happiness or your own life. You had let the challenge go. You did not take up the challenge. It's time. It's time, Capricorn, to take up that challenge in your life again. Because there is a block. You will find it difficult, but not impossible. Where you did not do the right thing by standing up and declaring that this is what I think is right and I need to get this right. I need to do what I have to do. But you have not been able to stand up and face that challenge with your courage. This is where the solar plexus chakra is screaming at you. So it's time to do that. Six of Pentacles. Why? Because you want to bring back some kind of an equal give and take in situations in your life that could concern your community, could concern your home, could concern your family, could concern a relationship where everything has to be divided 50-50. Equal give and take, right? To the Lovers. This is where there is a significant relationship that you want in your life, which gives you the opportunity for an equal give and take, but for which you need to have courage to face challenges in your life. If you give up that challenge and run away from that situation, and you say to yourself, oh, I'm okay getting stuck in that situation and not doing anything about it, I'm giving and giving and I'm not receiving anything, again, it's your free will. It's your complete free will. So this is where you have to stand up for your own right and say, if I give 50, you give 50. Because this concerns a significant relationship that needs balance in your life. The Nine of Wands. And this is where you are fighting for that, or you have to fight for it. It won't be easy. Let me tell you that. It will not be easy, because the moment you stand up and declare what you are looking for in your life, you will face, this is where your fear has been, that you do not want to face challenges because it meant that you would have to face criticisms and fights where others are not going to want to give you what you think you deserve. So you left it. So this is where Spirit is saying, no. You cannot leave that situation, because if you leave it, then you are stuck in that situation of the devil and no courage. So what is screaming at you is your solar plexus chakra. The moment you can clear it, you bring back your strength in order to say and do the right thing, in order to fight for what you think you deserve in your life. The Hierophant. A spiritual awakening to your understanding. The Pope. Right? It's a spiritual awakening to your understanding, where you are understanding what you need to do and how you need to do it. Right? To the Moon in the reverse, because you know the truth. Your spiritual awakening is telling you that you know the truth, but you're probably afraid to accept the truth, that you will have to put up a lot of fight in order to get what you think you deserve, rightfully. So you have to clear your subconscious and accept the truth. You cannot keep shoving the truth away, because the more you shove the truth away, the less you will get, Capricorn. Okay? So this is where you have to stand up for yourself, and you have to be very resilient, because there will be a lot of problems. There will be a lot of bad stuff, maybe that you don't want that you don't want in your life, but you have to still fight for it. And you have to be resilient against all oppressions and oppositions that come towards you when you fight for your own right. Hierophant, the Pope says, have faith, things will happen, but you have to accept the truth. You have to clear your subconscious and accept the truth. And then what happens? A new beginning in life. So you have the Ace of Cups, you have a new beginning in life. But everything boils down to your solar plexus. All this will happen if you can give yourself the courage and the guts to work on this situation, and for which you need to clear that chakra. Okay, so you have the new beginning. The Ace of Swords in the reverse, but there is a block. Universe is blocking you from moving or showing you the path right now. There is a new beginning, but they first want you to work on your own life situation, where you have enough courage to say and do things that you want for yourself. Until then, this block or this direction will not be revealed to you. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Why? Because your attachment with your material stuff is still very much there. Your greed for material happiness or material stuff is still very much there, from where you have not been able to free yourself. And until you can free from that situation, your direction towards your future will not be revealed to you. So you could be very well stuck in a job, like I said, that you are not happy, but because you're getting money from that work or business or whatever that you have attached yourself with, because you're greedy for that financial part of the story, so you are not letting things change in your life. That could be, like I said, with your work, career, home, relationship, anything, business. So until you can, your new beginning is very much there, Capricorn, if you want it, your free will. But it will not be revealed to you until you can clear your own physical part of the story. That is an attachment with greed and money and comfort for some. Five of Wands. There is a lot of immoral people around you with regards to this situation. People who will be fighting with you. You will be fighting with them. Arguments. Not working with each other, working against each other. But you are still not moving. Why? Because of greed and money. 2, the Queen of Wands. So here is she. The Queen of Wands says, take inspired action over this situation. Do the right thing. Do not entertain immoral people and create unhappiness in your life. Because there will be, because there is, that's what I said. Because of the greed, you're not letting the direction come to you, and universe is blocking you because, again, it's a learning lesson. But what is happening, Capricorn, is you're not happy because there is a lot of immoral actions, fight, argument, that is not making you happy. So the Queen of Wands is coming here and saying, don't sit in that situation. Ten of Cups, you have to understand what makes you happy, what brings peace and contentment in your life. Is it money or your emotional peace and contentment? What is important to you? You have to reassess yourself. Are you happy in that situation? Job, business, or your home, where, like I said, you are sticking by because you're getting what you want materialistically. But again, there is a lot of disruption, fight, argument. So this is where the Queen of Wands, Spirit is asking you to understand what is important. Is that material part of the story where you're not happy and you're sticking by only because of your comfort and greed? Or do you want peace and contentment in your life that is actually going to make you happy, even though you might not get that amount of salary or wage or comfort from another job, but you will find peace and fulfillment in your life if you change that situation in yourself. To the Four of Wands. So what is important to you in a domestic relationship, in comfort, in home? Is it greed? Is it money? Or is it peace, contentment, and happiness in a relationship where Ace of Pentacles, where you have lost an opportunity before? You had the opportunity, but you got stuck in that comfort zone. You got stuck in that material world, which was your money part of the story. So now you have to reassess yourself and take action over this situation of understanding that in a material part of the story, what is important? Is greed important, or is happiness, contentment, peace important in a domestic relationship, in a home that brings more comfort to you? But this is an opportunity that there is a block. You're not being able to move because this opportunity had come to you before and you did not accept it. Because, like I said, your focus was on greed and money and material wealth. All right. So this is where there is a new beginning, like I said, but right now you have to first work on your own understanding before you can move towards your destiny or new beginning. Because remember I said here, right here, that everything is leaking. So you have to take because you could have taken the wrong decision, and that is where things have started to leak. So now you have to take the correct decision because your mind is broken and you need to work on your mind in order to fix things in your life that concerns your emotional part of the story. 2, mental conflict, right? This is where the situation is. What do you want? Do you want that money and that comfort you think money buys for you? Or do you want peace, contentment in a home which could be smaller than your 5-bedroom, condo, or a 5-bedroom house where there is no peace, only conflict? And you're not comfortable in that situation, but you're still there. You're still there. But you're not being able to move because this opportunity of changing your life path was there at one point. But you did not make use of that situation then. Right? So this is a mental conflict. What do you want? Do you want material happiness, or do you want emotional happiness and peace and contentment in your life? The world in the reverse says you still have to learn a lot of lessons. You haven't completed your lessons in life, Capricorn. You still are going through a lot of learning lessons right here, right? Where there is a lack of mentality, right here, the solar plexus chakra, where you are oppressed, you're not feeling happy, but you're still sticking on because of emotional codependency and insecurity, not talking about it, being in a low vibrational energy, not connecting with your intuition. This is a lesson you're not taking, right? And this is where there is a victim mentality in your life. This is where a lot of lessons are yet to be learned. Justice. After which you will find justice. So once you complete the learning lessons of your life, which is still not over, then you will find justice in your life. Then your karma will start to work for you. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, because you still have to do a lot of self-work. Justice will support you to do the work, but you have to also do that self-work of improving yourself. Until you do that improvement, until you work towards that improvement, you will not find justice, and the lessons will be open. You will still keep learning that lessons until you can work on your self-improvement. Princess of Pentacles in the reverse, because this is where you are not going to be able to manifest anything until you work on your self-improvement, which is Temperance in the reverse, which is where there is a lot of frustration in you, or will build a lot of frustration in you, because you will not be able to move and do anything new until you, by yourself, Capricorn, can learn to refocus, rework on your own self. So because of this, it's a learning lesson that's still going on. Justice is telling you it's time to realign yourself. Until you do that, you will not be able to manifest anything new in the material world. And that will eventually lead to a lot of frustration and low vibrational energy in your life. This is where there is a lot of mental conflict, because you are not understanding how to work with this situation. You see? What do you do for self-improvement? How do you improve yourself? Please talk to me about the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Where is that you're going wrong? Universe is being a little tough on you now, Capricorn. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the way it is, right? Yeah, see? Okay. So this self-improvement that Justice is saying, this learning lesson is on because you haven't yet completed the life lesson or a chapter of your learning. You haven't, because you still have to work towards your own improvement. And what is that? The King of Cups, opening your heart and understanding situations, being intellectually intelligent, right? Emotionally intelligent, not succumbing to every kind of emotions that comes in your way. Remember, we talked about the Four of Cups in here. Where is that? That if you do not take logical actions over your next part of your life, yeah, right here, the Four of Cups, you will get stuck emotionally, because again, you will be drained of your emotions in your life. So this is where Spirit is saying you need to take action with your own mind in the right way. And that is a learning lesson that you haven't done before. And you need to be emotionally intelligent to understand where is that you need to apply your emotions, how much of emotions, and to what extent you show or do things emotionally. to the Eight of Cups in the reverse, because you have not withdrawn from your past emotional hurt. You're still sticking by it. And that is making you kind of, this is no self-improvement, because if you're still attached and you are not being able to withdraw from your last part of your emotional grief and problems, then it's not going to work for you. This is your self-improvement. This is your understanding that you have to work on your own emotional part and now be emotionally intelligent to understand what you need to leave behind and what you can still carry with you. But you definitely have to withdraw emotionally, which you still haven't done. This is where the life lesson is, right? To the Ten of Wands in the reverse, which is a burden that you have been carrying for the longest time, which is where you have not been able to manifest anything new, and you are in a low vibrational energy because of this situation, which is resulting in a lot of frustration in yourself. And you're not being able to understand, what is that I have done wrong? Where is that I have gone wrong? Right here. This is your mental conflict, because you're not being able to correlate your life lessons with your understanding. You see? To triumph and success, Ace of Swords. We had the Ace of Swords that is blocking you from moving forward until you work on yourself. And here it is, mental conflict. You have to cut through all this BS in your life that is pulling you down. To the Prince of Cups. Be the knight in the shining armor. Move towards things that makes you happy, where you feel emotionally attached, where you feel sentimentally good. Cut through all this bullshit of your last emotional grief and understanding, which is what the burden has been in your life for the longest period in time, and you have not been able to manifest anything, and you have been feeling frustrated because you are not understanding where you have gone wrong in your life. And that's where justice is coming to say, work on yourself now. Dedicate time, energy to yourself. Attach yourself with things that make you happy, where you feel sentimentally connected with people, with situations, with life in general. To Death in the reverse. There is a block. You will not be able to do that right away, because universe, again, like I said, wants you to first understand so that you can cut through the BS and move towards the right direction. Until you can understand your own self, Capricorn, you will not be able to move here. Please talk to me about the Death in the reverse. You will not be able to change anything in your life. To the High Priestess. To the Empress. The Emperor. Hold on, guys. To the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. See? The Sun. Okay. To the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? And the Princess of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so let's get here, guys. So, like I said, universe or spirit, they're both telling you to work on yourself, to work on your own mental strength, where you can cut off this lack mentality, where you can cut off from this frustration, not feeling thrilled about life in general, having a broken mind, all these, right? All these. So you have You have to work your mind in the right way to go across and beyond what is stopping you in your course, in your life path. To the Princess of Cups. So what Spirit is saying, attach yourself emotionally to situations that makes you happy, but you're not being able to do that. Those situations are not coming towards you right now. There's a block to that situation. Death in the reverse is not letting you move forward. 2, the Empress. To your spiritual growth. They want you to grow spiritually. They want you to nourish yourself. They want you to love yourself. They want you to build your own fertility, to build your own, to clear your own chakras. Now here it is. The Empress is a person or an energy who has their heart and soul and mind very clear. Why? Because they are spiritually inclined towards understanding their own self. How they nourish themselves, how they nourish others. How they work with their own fertility, their own creativity, their own abundance, which they are ready to share, or which they will share if you go towards them. So the Empress, they're not letting you move right now towards a new situation because they want you to grow spiritually. Why? The Emperor. So that you can manifest things outside. So that you are so capable that either you have somebody in your life with whom you manifest, or somebody will be there who will take your advice and manifest, or you by yourself, because you are so spiritually ingrained with your understanding. This is lesson number 3 and lesson number 4. So you have crossed lesson 1 and 2. The High Priestess in the reverse says that you have not worked with your intuition. The Magician in the reverse says that you have not used your mind well. So now is the time that Spirit is directing you towards moving towards situations that make you happy, but at the same time, they are blocking you from moving right now in the external world because they want you to first grow spiritually and then manifest your understanding, your lessons in the outside world in the right way, to work with people, to work with your home, to work with your family, to work with your business, to work with your teammates, whatever that situation is. To the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Because that's when you can correct situations in your life. You can correct the losses you have had in your life, which is your money, your home, your family, your life in general, your extended family, whatever the loss you have incurred. So they want you to grow spiritually, then take that spiritual part of the story and manifest it in the outside world. Because what? Because of the block you have when you have not been able to move past your losses. They want you to now move past your own losses in life, in the material world that you have incurred. To the Sun. Bring back the radiance, the vitality. Make yourself feel happy. Give enough sunshine, throw enough sunshine out that others notice you, others are attracted towards you. Liberate yourself from all the losses in your life, because spiritually you are understanding the situation which you are manifesting outside. And if there is a block, you need to liberate yourself from all the losses that you have incurred in the material world. To the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Liberate yourself from what you have not been able to achieve in the material world, which is your work-home conflict, which is your money that you might have had for yourself, which is your self-care that you could not take time to do, your independence and financial independence, your job, your business that failed you, whatever that situation that has happened, liberate yourself. Let it go to the Princess of Cups in the reverse, because there is a block again with regards to your emotions. So you have to liberate yourself from this part of the story in the material world where emotionally you are blocked, you're not happy, and you have been immature about the situation in your life emotionally, where you have not been able to give or take emotions in the rightful way. You have to, because of the losses, you have to liberate, because you're understanding spiritually and manifesting it outside is happening, Capricorn. But you need to use that effectively in your life in order for you to liberate yourself from all these blocks, as I just explained. Right? So this is your victory. This is your triumphant success, the Ace of Swords. If you can cut through all the bullshit in your life and work towards your own truth and happiness in your life, you will get it. But it depends on if you can do that situation in the rightful way or not. To your base chakra. Now this is where there is another chakra that's cropping up in here, which is your root or base chakra. That is your lower lumbar region, from where you get your strength, your back strength, your base chakra, the root chakra. That is where all the chakras are, working in different directions. So they are talking about clearing your base chakra in order for you to override the situations that has not worked for you. To the Fool in the reverse, or else you will be a fool. Or else you will continue doing, unless you clear your base chakra, you will continue taking wrong directions in your life. To the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, you will continue taking wrong directions. Why? Because of lack of security, because of a lack of happiness, anything that makes you insecure, that you're not happy about. But you still have a lot of material insecurity in yourself. So if you do not clear your base chakra, you will continue doing the wrong things. To the Six of Cups, even though you have some beautiful connection in your life at this point in time, or you will have, which could be a part of your insecurity, that Spirit is saying you don't have to be insecure about, because you do have some kind of a soulmate connection here. Now this soulmate connection could be with friends, with somebody you love, even a colleague, co-worker, anybody who is connected to you from within your soul. You feel them as you're part of your soul tribe. That's your soul connection. That's your soul mate. It could be a story from your past that you have continuously taking wrong directions, being reckless because of what? Because of insecurity, because you feel that you don't have anybody with you. So you are preserving everything within yourself and not letting it outside. But Spirit is saying, why? Why do you do that? You have a lovely connection here. But King of Wands in the reverse says, you are too proud to accept it. Right? You're stuck in your flesh of the ego. You're not looking at that connection because you're too proud to say that, oh, you're there, but I'm not accepting you. I'm not acknowledging your presence. To the Eight of Wands. And you have taken You're understanding what direction you have taken in your life, or what are the words you have said, or what kind of an action you have taken because of your pride. To the Five of Swords in the reverse, which is bringing in or will bring in a lot of regret in your life, Capricorn. Because you're understanding that your pride got the better of you, where you have ignored. This is because of your base chakra. When your insecurity has got the better of you, that's where the life learning lessons are not over. They want you to do a lot of improvement on your emotional intelligence. When you have been emotionally unintelligent and too proud in your own self, egotistical, to have acknowledged the presence of somebody or some situation in your life that made you happy or could have made you happy. Right? And this is where you are realizing, Capricorn, that you have taken such wrong, drastic steps, because it's becoming clear to you with the Eight of Wands what kind of actions and words and steps you have taken with that situation that is creating a sense of regret and repentance in you. To the Four of Swords in the reverse. And this is where you're feeling very, very restless, because you are regretting, if I had not done that, only if I had not done that, only if that had been this, only if I had acknowledged that, only if I had not been too egotistical. You see? This is making you very restless. The Two of Cups in the reverse. Why? Because you're realizing you have made a mistake. Let's be honest about it. You're realizing that you have made a big mistake in a relationship, in a partnership that you could have done, or that could have made you very happy. To the Five of Cups in the reverse. But Spirit says, okay, whatever has happened, has happened. Disappointment, grief, let it go. Let it go. Move on. Move on. But you have a block. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. There is no cooperation. There is no teamwork for you to move on to. You see, if you, because of this situation, you know you have made a mistake, you want to move on, leaving that grief behind, but you're not finding anybody in your life who can coordinate and cooperate with you and be a part of the same team. There is no teamwork. There is lack of cooperation. How do you move? Without people coming into your life willing to work with you, or you willing to work with them. To the Princess of Swords in the reverse. This is where you're psychologically very, very disturbed, because you're not finding the right people in your life. To the Six of Wands. But Spirit is saying, if you want, you can override this problem. You can move. But you have to just shove it away, because this has been a bad part of your life, or is a bad part of your life that you have to come out of. It's been a kind of a war situation where you have fought many battles and you're now coming out victorious. You want to come out victorious from that situation. To the Three of Cups and celebrate your return. Or find people in your life who are willing to be a part of your celebration. Right? Or reconcile with people you might not have met for a long time, and tell them how much of learning lessons you have had, how much of battles you have fought, what are the things that has happened before, and people can celebrate that particular return of your own self in a nice way. To the Queen of Swords. But there is somebody in here who will want to know the truth. That could be anybody in your life, male or female. who would want to know what has happened in your life, who will want to know the truth, because the Tower, because this is where I said a lot of things will burst open. A lot of things will crumble. The Two of Wands, where you have to now plan for that situation as well. With your return, whatever the return story is for you, with people you love, with people you want to celebrate with people you want to talk about your own life learning lessons, or whatever the situations that you have overgone or you have gone through and you're coming out victorious. That is something that you want to tell, you want to celebrate, but there is somebody, or it could be you, that you know that you have to tell the truth, or else there will be a lot of crumbling, lot of raw energy with the Tower, and you have to prepare for that situation, because a lot of things will burst open, right? And what is it that you have to tell them? The King of Pentacles in the reverse, that you had no confidence. The Nine of Cups in the reverse, and that you have been very, very discontented with your life because you did not plan your life in the right way. That is something you have to tell them. Then why did you have to go through so much and come out victorious? Is because the truth that somebody might want to know from you, or you might have to tell them, is that you did not have long-term goals. You did not have confidence. This is your base chakra. This is where your root chakra has to be very firm and stable for you to admit your own fault. To the Nine of Cups in the reverse, where you probably have worked towards fulfilling other people's wishes, but you did not have the confidence to work your life in the right way, or had enough confidence to plan life for a long-term purpose. But you have definitely made others happy, given them what they wanted in their life, and this is something you will have to admit. You will have to say in the future, for which you should be ready, that there will be some kind of a raw energy that will happen the moment you tell the truth. That you have to admit your own fault. You have to say what you have to say in order for you to close the last chapter of your life, Capricorn. Enjoy this reading until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste.